Yo, what is up, guys? It's Leo's lineup, and today we're going to be doing the ESPN Tournament Challenge for March Madness. This is not my first time. Really, this is my fifth time. I don't know, but this will be called the YouTube bracket. And yeah, let's just make our selections already. Okay, Villanova is going to win against Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's only won in a banger to New Orleans by 1. I think Tech's gonna win against Wisconsin. They did win against Purdue, and they did win against Michigan. That's who are two good teams. UVA is probably going to win against NC Wilmington. Some people say UNC Wilmington is gonna win, but that's not gonna happen. And I gotta keep this short because it if it's over the recording deadline, then I can't upload it. Excuse me. Florida's gonna win against ETSU. I don't know anything about ETSU. That's why I'm picking Florida. And SMU's probably going to win against whoever they're playing. They're really good in the American, and they're really good overall. Baylor's going to win against New Mexico State. There's no questioning about that. I think Marquette's going to beat South Carolina because they beat Villanova. They've done really good against a bunch of good teams. Okay, Duke's going to win against Troy, no questioning. Gonzaga's going to win against South Dakota State. If I were to pick a 16 seed this round, it would be SDSU, but Gonzaga's only lost one game. Even though they're in the WAC, they're going to win that. Now, these two teams are similar, well, really the same. It came down to the conferences, and that's why I'm picking Northwestern. Notre Dame versus Princeton. Some people say Princeton's going to upset Notre Dame, but Indy is going to come up with the win. Same with West Virginia. And Maryland is probably going to win against Xavier because Xavier started off really good, but they have done really bad this second half of the season. FSU is probably going to win against Florida Gulf Coast. Florida Gulf Coast a couple of years ago had a really good run, except they were cut. And now Florida State is just way better than Florida Gulf Coast. I think VCU is going to pull off the upset versus St. Mary's. I think they're just a better team, and I think they won the Atlantic 10. So, yeah, even though St. Mary's was ranked number 19 at one point, I think VCU is going to pull off the upset. Arizona is going to win that game. Kansas is going to win against UC Davis. And that just came up, guys. UC Davis, that game just came up. Okay. Miami, same with the Northwestern Vandy game. It came down to the conference, and Miami's just in a better conference. The ACC is a good conference. Iowa State's going to beat Nevada because Nevada doesn't have any good competition. Purdue is probably going to win against Vermont, even though they lost Slippery Rock last year. That was embarrassing. I think they're going to win against Vermont. Vermont's really good, 21 win streak, but I think they're going to lose to Purdue. Rhode Island, I think, is going to win against Creighton because they have gone 3-1 in top 25, and Creighton's gone 2-3 in top 25. Oregon's going to win against Iona. I think Michigan is going to win against Oklahoma State. Louisville is going to win against Jacksonville State. UNC is going to win against Texas Southern. And I think Seton Hall is going to beat Arkansas because Seton Hall has done good against Villanova. That was an amazing game in the conference championship. Guys, Middle Tennessee is going to win against Minnesota. They're 30-4, a really good record. I think Butler's going to win against Winthrop because Butler, I don't know anything about Butler. I'm sticking with the seeds on that one. I think Cincy's going to win against K-State. Same thing. Because K-State did really good in the American Conference. UCLA is going to win against Kent. They have Lonzo Ball, they're really good. And I think Wichita State's going to win against Dayton because they were ranked for a couple of weeks. Guys, yeah, remember that? So I think they're going to pull up the upset against Dayton. Kentucky's going to win against Northern Kentucky. That's going to be my round of 64. Let's go to the round of 32. Okay, even though Tech is really going to they want to win this, but I think they can't win against Villanova. UVA is going to win against Florida, even though they're a 5 seed. They've played really tough games. That's why they're a 5 seed. They've lost most of those key games. Baylor is going to win against SMU, I think. It's going to be a close game, though. Same with this one. I think Duke's going to win, though, because Marquette's done really good against good teams. It's just that Duke's on a good streak, and they're a number 2 seed, and Marquette's a number 10, okay? I think Gonzaga's going to win against Northwestern. Gonzaga's lost one game, you know. I think Notre Dame's going to probably win against West Virginia because they got to the ACC championship. They did really good. I think FSU is going to win against Maryland. FSU, I think they're just a better team overall. And Arizona's going to win against VCU. Kansas is going to win against Miami. I think Iowa State is going to win against Purdue because Purdue lost last year to Slippery Rock, you know. Little Rock, I mean. Oregon's going to win against Rhode Island. Louisville is probably going to win against Michigan. And UNC is probably going to win against Seton Hall. I think Middle Tennessee is going to pull off the upset versus Butler. That's going to be a good game, though. UCLA's probably going to win against Cincinnati. And Kentucky's going to win against Wichita State. That's my top 32. Let's go on to Sweet 16. I think Villanova's going to win against UVA. UVA's, they've kind of had a bad losing streak, but Villanova is probably going to win. I think Duke's probably going to win. Baylor, I think they're overrated, but I think Duke's going to win that. I think Gonzaga's going to win against Notre Dame. Gonzaga's only lost one game. And I think Arizona's going to beat FSU. They won the Pac-12. They deserve to be in the Elite 8. Kansas is probably going to win against Iowa State. And overall, I think Oregon is going to win against Louisville. I think Louisville is kind of overrated. Agree with me in the comments if you do. UNC is going to win against Middle Tennessee, And I think UCLA is going to win against Kentucky. Kentucky's a very young team, and that's why I think UCLA is going to win. That's my Sweet 16. Now the Elite 8, I think Duke's going to pull off. God, how many times have I said pull up? I think Duke's going to pull off the upset versus Villanova. They're doing really good. Had a really good winning streak. Won the ACC. Beat UNC, who's the number 1 seed. And I think they're going to beat Villanova. And Villanova's kind of gotten worse since they won the national championship last year. I think Arizona's going to win against Gonzaga. Gonzaga's in the WAC. They don't have much competition. And that's probably why they've only lost one game. I think Kansas is going to win against Oregon because Kansas is just a better team overall. Well, Oregon's kind of a young team, I think, And UNC is going to win in a close battle probably to UCLA. UNC is just a better team. Now let's start on the bottom half this time. UNC will probably win against Kansas, and Duke will probably win against Arizona. So we come down to the biggest rivalry of all in basketball, Duke versus UNC. Now the last time these people played in the ACC tournament, Duke won at an epic comeback, and I think Duke is on a really good win streak, and I think that's why they're going to win the national championship against UNC, and I predict the final score will be 81-78. If you guys agree with all this, if you guys agree with that, okay, 81-78. 81-78 will be the final score. If you guys agree with that, leave it down in the comments. Smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for 4 more episodes, and don't forget to like the video as always and subscribe for more epic videos. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.